girls, I wanted to get some footage out there because, well, my memory card is playing games on me. I took pictures when I went on holiday 2 weeks ago. All gone. Took videos. All gone. Saw Demi Lovato live at the O2. All gone. So I'm pretty much just doing this. So here we are, just talking on my laptop. You know, got my light over there, got my glowing skin. So there you go. Okay. So the whole Tana Mojo thing, I just wanted to give my opinion on it. I've seen a lot of people that seem to be making ageist remarks about Tana and sort of making her out to be the villain here. I'm not saying she's completely inexcusable from what's happened and everything, but what I am saying is it's not just down to her. When you think about it, you can hear by the way that Tana talks when she's serious, she is an intelligent person. I genuinely don't believe Tana's stupid. I don't believe she's uneducated or misinformed or whatever. I don't believe that about Tana. I believe Tana is educated. She may have, dropped out of high school or whatever, but, she got a job pretty quickly. And when she got her first check, she was on her way out, getting her own place. She's financially independent. She's got her goals and her ambitions. And that's why I don't get it. I mean, I've been having arguments with people on YouTube in the comments about what... Just got one of their comments right now as I'm doing this. I'll be replying to that afterwards. It's funny because people, when people are wrong, they can't handle it and then they throw tantrums like people do on YouTube. But it just doesn't make any sense to me because, I mean, I've been having arguments with people on YouTube and they're saying, oh, when you're in your 20s, when you're 20, you lack foresight and you lack judgment and you lack this and you lack that and you lack understanding and you lack maturity. I'm just thinking to myself, do you know how many 20-somethings there are that are moved out, have full-time work, are either running their own businesses successfully, investing, maybe teaching others, who are currently getting themselves degrees or PhDs or whatever, that are consultants, that, I mean, I think that's pretty much it. Those things are quite impressive things that I see a lot of 20-somethings doing. Network marketing. There's a lot of people in their 20s in network marketing. If anyone works in network marketing, they'll know that 20-somethings are very ambitious when they are extroverted and have the right connections, running their own businesses, having their own successful network marketing plans that are going well for them. So that's the first thing. So when people say to me, oh, Tana's 20 and she couldn't do it because she's young, that's no excuse. That's no excuse because there are people running successful businesses and they have their shit together way before their 20s. Like, some people have their shit together at 16. So age has got nothing to do with it. So people that are saying that, you're very uneducated, clearly. And that goes to all the people that are trying to argue with me in the comments on other people's videos. But anyway, the point I really want to get to here is it's not just Tana's responsibility. Yes, it may be difficult to plan these things in 2 months, absolutely. It helps to have large sums of money if you're going to do it in 2 weeks. VidCon spent $1 million on their security. Michael Weiss, or Michael Weiss, or whatever his name is, spent, the CEO of Good Times company, spent, I think it was $100,000 on security. So, maybe you could have spent more on security. There's conspiracies about whether or not they were real security or just people in shirts, Bag checks were very inconsistent from what I've heard. Obviously, everyone knows about the sunburn situation. I don't need to go into that, but it's everyone's blaming Tana. Everyone's like, oh, it's all Tana's fault. No, it was Michael. It was, people telling Tana that Michael scammed other people and her not listening because she didn't want to. She wanted to spite VidCon because VidCon were being arseholes to her and letting her down, not communicating with her clearly. So that's one of the reasons why she wanted to do TanaCon. Also, her fans came up with it. I even wrote an article about it, which got the most views on my entire blog. And I was quite impressed with that. Not very many views, but the most out of all of my articles written. So it's Michael. It's his responsibility. It's the contractors for maybe not making it clearer. Maybe Michael misread it, although I think if anyone's going to sign a contract, you should read through it properly, like I do. If I join an agency or whatever, I always make sure I read through the contract. So maybe Michael should have read through the contract more. It's the Marriott Hotel for saying that the venue could fit 5,000, 4,000, 5,000 people when the limit, and it's on the Good Times Company website, the limit is around about 1,018 people. That was not 1,018 people. I'll insert some pictures right now as I'm talking. All these people, that's not 1,018 people. The police even made a statement about it in America, and they said that that's at least 3,000, 4,000 people max. So minimum, I'd say 2,000, 3,000, but that was a lot of people. And it didn't make any sense that they let thousands of people in and then had to kick them out to do some sort of rotation business. That was very strange. I'm sure people didn't pay, what was it, $65? I'm sure people didn't pay $65 to be told after an hour you have to fuck off, So it's Michael. It's Michael's management team as well. It is the contractors. It is the Marriott Hotel. And it's Tana Mojo. So it's not just Tana, but it's all of those people. It's the Marriott, it's the contractors, it's Good Times Company, and it's Tana. So don't blame Tana. Don't say she's lying, she's impulsive. I watched, I think it's something Reagan. She does body language videos. She said that Tana's delusional. I don't see Tana being a delusional person. I see Tana, there's been videos with proof. There's been pictures with proof of all this sort of stuff. And I know some of the things are questionable to other people, but I really don't believe Tana's lying. Like, when she speaks about these things, it's very clear to see she's scared or she gets emotional about it. And from what I know Tana I think she was in a Hulu Plus series, Freakish, that Liza Koshy promoted a couple of years ago, I think it was. But Tana's not someone that acts in her videos. Not really. Unless it's one of her music videos. So I don't see why everyone's saying, oh, Tana, she's being delusional, oh, Tana lied, blah, 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 blah. It's not like Tana knew that everyone was going to have to go in the venue and then leave. I mean, she did say, obviously, people love to be oppressed outside. You can find loads of clips of her saying that. What she meant that to build up the suspense and everything, it's more desirable to go to an event when you have to wait for a little bit. Think about it like work. If you work for your money, you appreciate it more, right? Just like if you paid to go to an event and you have to queue up to get in, you would appreciate it 10 times more when you sit down instead of just turning up, walking through the door, walking in, So that's why I don't get when people say that sort of stuff about Tana. It doesn't make any sense to me. I hear people talking shit about Tana. It's Michael's going to release a document. There's been speculation that he's going to release this document to do with Good Times Company, and you're going to have to make a subscription to the Good Times website. He might come up with a separate video streaming service, or he might sell it to Netflix. This is another conspiracy that Michael is basically, or the Good Times Company has basically done this on purpose and maybe scammed people like Tana and so many of Tana's friends warned her about, to basically get clout, fame out of this, and then sell it to Netflix. That's a conspiracy that people are talking about. People are seriously considering this, but I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. Also, it was really unfair how Michael just said, yeah, this is definitely going to fit 1,000 people. Yeah, definitely. I'm just thinking, I mean, okay, maybe Tana should have took a little bit more time to plan it. Yeah, maybe. But there's so many other things to take into consideration besides that. And back to my point about being kids at 20. I know your brain's not fully developed until 24. You're not a fucking kid when you're in your 20s. You're not a fucking kid at 20. Whoever's saying that is very they were not educated properly. I'm sorry. I mean, when from the age of 18, you're an adult, but you're still a teenager, and then when you get into your 20s, you're a young adult. So I don't want to hear people saying you're a kid in your 20s. Fuck off. You're talking absolute nonsense. You're talking out your ass. So, as I've said earlier, there are 20-year-olds that are actually, they have their lives together. They have ambitions. They have goals. They know where they want their future to be. You know, they have emotional intelligence. They have, they excel in a particular subject or multiple subjects. You know, there are 20-somethings that grew up sitting down with old age pensioners and adults and having conversations with them. You know, I know there's a lot of only children that are super intelligent. There are loads of, there's loads of young people starting up their own companies, their own businesses, investing, all this sort of stuff. You know, going on to university early, college early, because what they're learning, they already know it, and it's boring, and you know, it's all information that they already have in their head. So they're basically, it's like, to them, school is like revision because they already know most of the subjects. You know, there are 14, 15-year-olds that are starting college early because they've already finished all of their work. You know, people that are at the top of their class. There are people that from the age of 16, they move out, they get, you know, they have their life together. You know, they have their own place, they have their own job. You know, they. Someone else said to me on one of the comments, arguing about how apparently when you're in your 20s, you're a kid. Bullshit yet again. And I'm just thinking, like, not every 20-year-old or 20-something is doing the exact same thing. So how can you say that? And I think this person said they have no ambition or something like that, or they lack foresight and judgment or something like that. Something like that. You can't tar every young person with the same brush. You can't do that. You don't know their ideas. You don't know their brains. You don't know the way that they think. You know, all this sort of stuff. You don't know their intellectual capabilities. You can't say that. You can't chuck them all into one box. So I don't want to hear people saying, "Oh, Tana's a kid. Tana's a kid. Tana's 2 years younger than me." You know, she's born 98. So I don't really think Tana's this immature little person that everyone makes her out to be. She's really not. She's really, really not. But yeah, like I was saying, there's like people in their teens that already have their lives together. Oh, this is it. This is the thing I was trying to remember. Life experiences. Someone said, "Oh yeah, prior to 18, people don't have much life experience." Really? I thought that makes me laugh, because when people say that, I'm thinking, well, what about the people that prior to 18 have gone through emotional abuse, physical abuse, or verbal abuse, or sexual abuse? What about the people that are prior to 18 that have done, that started working 13, 14, doing paper rounds? What about the people prior to 18 that have had to take on responsibilities at a very young age that they shouldn't have had to take on? What about the people prior to 18 who have worked full-time jobs or have had difficult upbringings, you know, dysfunctional families that were exposed to things that they shouldn't have been exposed to at those ages? What about people like that, you know? What about people that are doing things that most people their age are not doing? You know, what about if they're working certain jobs where they're the youngest person in the job because they happen to be mature and they happen to be intelligent? So it just makes me laugh when people think, "Oh yeah, you don't have much proper experience before you're 18. Shut up. You don't know what you're talking about." So that's my view on TanaCon. Don't blame Tana. You have to be... I've noticed this, especially the older generations. They tend to be very narrow-minded in their thinking. They don't evaluate every single option. And they don't look at things from a non-biased perspective, which is the really intelligent thing that people should do. You look at things from both sides of the coin. You know, there's my side of the story, your side of the story, and the truth. So don't just blame Tana. Look at Good Times. Look at the management, the contractors, Michael, the Marriott Hotel, the management at Marriott Hotel, the customer service representatives at the Marriott Hotel. Look at what it says on their website. Look at the contract. You know, look at the terms and conditions on the Marriott Hotel website. You know, go to an attorney, go to a lawyer, which is what Michael is going to do, because he's going to be suing the Marriott. So there you go. That's my opinion. Tana is not a child. Tana knows what she knew what she was doing, But she didn't want to believe that her friends were telling her that he was going to scam her because she didn't want to believe it, first thing. Second thing, in Tana's mind at that time, she had everything planned. Obviously, a lot more planning should have gone into it, but it's not entirely down to Tana. From Tana's perspective, she was told everything and how everything was going to be on the day of TanaCon and on the second day of TanaCon, right? So it's down to Michael and it's down to the Marriott and it's down to Good Times as well. They are liable as well. You know, they should be the ones issuing refunds, but I understand that the ticket company, whatever their name is, I'll put it on the screen, they're also responsible for issuing out refunds. Sorry, not also, they are only responsible for issuing out refunds. So there's a lot of other things to take into consideration. It's not just Tana. There's so many legalities that go into planning conventions, that go into planning events that people just aren't talking about. So, you know, I just wanted to say that to you guys. So that's my opinion of TanaCon. I got really deep there. This is I don't know, something I'm very passionate about, age, because I often get mistaken for someone who's like 16, and it's annoying, especially when you want to be taken seriously. So there you go, guys. That's my video. I know Tana will try and do it again, and hopefully when she does it again, she'll do it 5,000 times better, and she won't do it with Good Times, or if she does, they would have sorted it out by then, and he wouldn't scam her or anything. Although if she's going to try and attempt TanaCon again, she shouldn't do it through Good Times. She should ask Bella or someone like that, you know, Bella Thorne, not Bella Fusco, because that's her other friend. But yeah, not entirely Tana's fault. I don't know how many times I can say that. But yeah, okay, guys. All right, well, I will do my usual. Love. Peace. And... Mwah.